Well, this morning's Coffee With is with Dan Mantz and Rishibrata Biswas. And the satellite interview is furnished by the REC Foundation and VEX Robotics. Dan, Rishi, welcome to WJZ. Hey, Rish, welcome home, brother.
Calvert Hall in the house.
We got 3 Calvert Hall guys in the house right there, a bunch of Cardinals. What's going on?
Hey, thank you for the warm welcome.
Well, it's our pleasure. Listen, we want to bring Dan in real quick as you are with REC, and you've been part of this VEX world for quite a while. Tell the audience how important these local guys are to the STEM program in the United States of America with what they're doing.
That's a fantastic question, actually. So we're here in Louisville, Kentucky with the World Champions, VEX Robotics World Championship, which is 1,600 teams out of over 20,000 in our program. So it's the top 7%. But all the kids in our program, the 300,000 doing competitive robotics and the other 700,000 learning this in the classroom, they're learning critical skills that we need in our workforce. So not only do we teach them mechanical, electrical, and programming, which everybody knows how important is, they're also learning what we call life skills or soft skills. They learn about communication, they learn about teamwork, and they learn about problem solving. So the students that are coming from our program are addressing the shortage that we have in our workforce right now. Now, most of these kids will go to college, and many of them will become doctors or lawyers, and many will become engineers. But there's a lot of kids out there that don't want to be engineers, but they still can come into our program, and they can learn how to build a robot or program a robot, and they can get the jobs in the automobile plants, in the textile factories that we need to keep the jobs here in the United States.
So, Rishi, tell us about your robot. We're watching him stack things on top of each other?
So what really makes my robot special is its ability to pick up mobile goals like those big red things that you see right now in the robot and stack cones on it. Now, the biggest challenge we've come across so far is trying to get this robot to kind of go over the bump that you just saw there. And the way we do that is by attaching a latch to the big mobile goal so that it doesn't fall off while we're going over the bump. And we can safely dispense it into the corner of the field where it scores the most points.
Wow. Need to point out Benjamin Dodson, Dennis Rogolski, also standing there with you, running the robot. This is, I'm going to tell you folks how important this is. We're in a studio looking at 3 robotic cameras.
Move on their own.
They move when told to move.
Right.
But they move on their own. They're centered every morning. They find their 0 point, and then the computer program takes over. So when you watch any broadcast on WJZ,
that's what you're
robotics
seeing.
are in absolute motion.
Absolutely.
And robotics aren't just for manufacturing anymore either. I mean, people think of, okay, robots are doing the dirty jobs, the hard jobs in plants, but robotics is permeated everywhere. It's in all food processing, and it's also in medical now. There's more and more technology going to the medical field. So robotics is a big part of our future, and the kids in these programs, these 3 young men from Calvert Hill here, they have a great future because of being involved in programs such as ours.
Well, wait a minute, how about this? All you got to do is go to the NASA website, and let's take a look at Cassini, at Saturn, or all the robots we have on Mars right now. It's safer and more efficient than sending a human being, and the results are stunning.
Yes. And it's interesting that you say that because our biggest sponsors include NASA, Northrop Grumman Foundation, the U.S. Army, the Navy is here. These are our big sponsors because, as you said, these robots do the dangerous jobs that people used to do. So these major corporations, major government agencies are investing in us because these are the kids that they want to get the next mission to Mars and further. So that's a great observation.
Cool, guys. We got to run our time short. Hey, Ben, Dennis, Rishi, I want to see you guys in person here on TV Hill.
When you come back.
Off air, we're going to make this deal happen. Congratulations. You're repping us well.
And good
Total
luck.
Respect. And good luck.
And the competition.
And Dan, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.